Well, there are sort of two sides to addictions. One is what leads you into an addiction. So, for example, if you're very depressed or your relationship isn't working, or there's not much meaning in your life, then we use a lot of substances to what I would call numb out. So if you overeat or if you overdrink, you kind of numb out. And some of us, we also numb out by just being permanently in a state of kind of anxiety. So living on caffeine, living on cigarettes, living on stress, in a way takes you out of a space of centeredness where you can really start to face the issues that may be going on in your life. So on the one hand, there's why, what's the payoff for using an addictive substance? And very often they dissipate energy, and it's a bit like letting off steam. But then there's the other side to it, which is once you've started to use an addictive substance, then the body can literally become physically addicted to it. So this is true, of course, with alcohol, it's true with caffeine, and it's true with sugar as well. So what generally happens, just to understand this, is an addictive substance replaces a natural chemical that your brain produces. So, for example, if we take caffeine, but you could also take amphetamines or cocaine, any stimulant is really mimicking dopamine, which is the stuff in your brain that makes you feel good. So after a while, what happens is the brain stops producing dopamine, and you crave the substance instead. Dopamine, by the way, is from dopamine we make adrenaline as well. So dopamine is made from an amino acid called tyrosine. And if you give tyrosine, you need to actually supplement it on its own in slightly higher amounts than you get in food. It tells your brain that it's got the raw materials to make its own feel-good chemical. And to give you an extraordinary example of this, there was a study of people who were addicted to gambling, and they were given placebo, or they were given amino acid supplements. And those on the amino acid supplements reduced their gambling by 80%. Right? So there's not even a chemical addiction, if you see what I mean. So there are things you can do that actually help to unaddict the brain, but also you need to understand what led to it. What's the underlying lack? So in my new book, Chemistry of Connection, I really look at what that lack is. What is it that we're looking for ultimately? What is it that gives us the fullest sense of being alive and being connected?